Hi, I am Judge Stover, and I'm privileged to be the pastor of the Sutherland and the Larrabee United Methodist Churches. Please visit us online at www.slparish.com. Today we're talking, as we wrap up the final weeks of Easter season, about a particular passage in 1 Corinthians where Paul puts before the Corinthians the question is it really true? He goes on and describes the resurrection, the death of Jesus, and the resurrection of Jesus. And he points out if we don't really have that faith that to us that resurrection is certainly true, then all our faith is worth nothing. It's a question for all Christians to ask of themselves at this time. Is it really true? Was there a man named Jesus? Did he really die? Did he have a physical resurrection before his ascension? See, too often we go into the metaphorical and spiritual at the time of the resurrection, but it's very important for us as Christians to realize that it was a physical resurrection of a physical body in Jesus that lets us know he conquered death, that all God has told us is true. If that one part isn't in there, then none of the rest of it matters. And that's the question he asks, is it true? You know, so many of us really have an answer to that in ourselves that we can't put in any empirical formula. There's no positive, absolutely 1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 2 = 4 type of proof. For if there was, then we wouldn't need faith. And as you know, we have our faith because we live by believing and not by seeing. We know that stuff that's in us and has fruits. And we're going to get to that in a second. But part of the reason I think we miss the significance is that for the same reason that we can get up in the middle of the night with no lights on and walk out to any room in our house or where we're living and get a drink of water or pick something up. We know where everything is. We're comfortable with it. It's secondhand nature. And so often that becomes part of the problem that we have as Christians is as we walk through our faith, we get so comfortable with it, we take it for granted as to some of the really significant parts, such as the resurrection. Now stop right there and let's think of this other thing for just a moment. That if you saw somebody that had the symptoms of a cold, watery eyes, runny nose, high fever, yucky cough, you know that they had a cold by the symptoms. Symptoms kind of point to what is causing that. And if you actually wanted one and said, I want what you got to a person that had a cold, like that, you'd know if you got it because you'd end up with the same symptoms. And it's like that for Christians. So as we answer and look at ourselves with that question, is it really true? And we know it is. We come down to being able to see how it comes out of us in the symptoms. And those symptoms are the first fruit, the fruits of the Spirit. For as His Spirit, God's Spirit, bears witness with our small spirit, it tells us that we are children of God. So we have the love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, goodness, faith, kindness, self-control. You can see where these kind of fruits are going. These fruits describe what a Christian's character grows into over time. There's no real one word to sum them all up. And there's no promise of having everything go well with you. They're what are inside of us because of the great Spirit, God. We need to make sure these flow out of us. They don't become routine, so that as we answer that question, is it true that we know by the fruits that come out of us that it is true? Love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, goodness, faith, kindness, and self-control. If you have those in you, you have the answer to that. And yes, it is true. Yes, it is true. God bless you. Shalom.